Hi guys, it's Miss Heidi here. I'm glad you guys could join me for another circle time where I'm going to read to you with our friend Zoe. I'm going to read to you a really cool book that I love called Where the Wild Things Are. It's another really cool book about imagination, and I love the pictures and the artwork in it. And what if we could imagine wild creatures? What would yours look like? There's some really cool ones in this book. I love those pictures. So this is a little story about a little boy named Max and what his imagination thought of wild things. So, Where the Wild Things Are, story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Look at his costume. Dress-up clothes. Very fun. What is Max doing in his room? Looks like he's hammering something into the wall. Oh no, what would your parents say if you were doing that? The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, and another. What is he doing there? Chasing his puppy? Oh, Tofu and Zoe wouldn't like that. And his mother called him Wild Thing. And Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to his bed without eating anything. He doesn't look very happy about that. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. He's giggling. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. You see his boat says Max. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. He found an island with wild things. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Does Max look like he's very scared? No, he looks brave. Until Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." They look so cool. Beaks and their claws. Let's get the page right. What are they doing? The wild rumpus has started and they're dancing right under the moonlight. Rawr. And They're swinging from branches all together. Oh, and what is happening in this picture? Can you see? Somebody is carrying Max on his back. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please, don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Do you see his supper or his dinner waiting for him on the table? And it was still hot. What did you guys think of that book? What would your little wild things look like if you could imagine them yourself? Maybe you guys can do that today. Get out some paper and some pencils, markers, crayons, and draw up some of your own wild things. In my house, I have some wild things. I have Tofu and Zoe. I was gonna give them a little treat real quick while we're hanging out. Maybe you guys can draw some of the wild things and show me what they look like on Zoom in the morning. That would be a lot of fun. My wild thing, Tofu, you gonna come and get a treat? Come here. Can you sit? And I'll give you a treat. Sit. Tofu gets him first because he's an older puppy. Good job, Tofu. One for Tofu and one for the little puppy, Zoe. They love these treats. They're quite picky about their treats, but they love those treats. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our circle time today. I had fun. I miss you so much. Make sure you guys are taking care of each other, right? Oh, and go wash your hands, okay? Bye. Zoe, say bye.